Alright then, let's save the world. Now, first of all, we're going to start by exploring the right part of D50, which, as you might be aware or not, is always a randomized level, much like the elemental temples. I am shocked and saddened by the loss of my precious blessed hat. But nevertheless, despite the setback, we must press on, because there is no other hope for Encardia than me, and such. I'm going to eat that barbarian. Some food is always good before we tackle the... That seems... unusual. Okay, I realized something at this point, namely that I am not even sure why I thought that D50 would look the same as it always does. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna close the store right away. Obviously there was a room full of bellowers, and because I didn't get any kind of message about attention room, I don't think, I'm forced to conclude that this was not actually attention room, but this is a expected feature of D50, and that means shit just got a whole lot more interesting than I thought. Okay. With that new information, I believe the best course of action would be to read a scroll of magic mapping, which I do not own one of. Yeah, I'm not kidding, I don't have a scroll of magic mapping. I also don't have the spell magic map, which would be equally useful if I had it. What I do have are scrolls of monster detection, so I'm gonna go for that, just to see what's happening. And scratch everything I said before, it looks like this is indeed a threat room full of ballors, and the rest of the temple looks the same as it always has. Now, am I gonna go for the regular plan? I believe I will. Because since I own once of... Okay, that cool. Since I own once of destruction, my only goal is to handle both of the levers controlling the Chaos Gate and destroy them afterwards. And after that, I can do whatever I want because I won the game. So this is precisely what's gonna happen. It looks like I didn't actually wake those bellowers because have not yet been accosted by any of them. I feel like this one of digging didn't go as far as I wanted it to, so it looks like... Yeah, it looks like the left part of the final level of D50 has been turned undiggable in this version of the game. Which I think might even have been something that I recommended they do to avoid it being too easy to complete. Though there was a chance, there's always been a chance that this might happen, even in older versions of the game. Potential of making this D50 a whole lot more interesting than expected. Yeah, the entire left part of the level is undiggable. Though in the end that should only be a minor setback. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but for now I'm just gonna try my best to get my way through these greater chaos servants, which appear to be a bit more stroppy than I remember. The regeneration is kind of annoying, and I've chosen this moment to remember that I am, after all, an elementalist. And I have these. By the zzz noises, judging by the zzz noises, I am hitting a lot of stuff out of range, which I'm hoping isn't gonna come back to haunt me. Though all things told, I should be far enough away from everything else that it shouldn't matter. Right, I advanced by 1 square. Looks like the writhing masses of primal chaos are somewhat better dodging than I want them to be. My sword of poison is hopefully going to make sure that these guys aren't healing off screen or anything like that. And I'm eventually gonna succumb, even if they try to run away. It could work better, and all things told. Now there are rooms full of chaos mutants, which are a bit more dangerous. Though not terribly so, I believe. At least not with the armor I'm currently using. I'd quite like to have a clear shot for bolt spells before I... Because my goal is definitely not to go straight ahead, where the writhing or writhing masses of primal chaos are, but to go up and down to face the chaos mutant rooms, which I'm gonna have to empty. And then advance to the levers. I'm taking quite a bit of damage from these things. So it might be the time to simply abuse the hell out of the fact that I'm a spellcaster by casting Burning Hands at everything, which right now has a PP cost of 4. I regenerate 1 per turn, so I lose, well, on average, I lose 3 PP per turn casting Burning Hands, and every turn spent using my weapon helps me recover basically all of it over time. So a mixture of spells and weapon usage should solve all of this quite nicely. I really have no idea what I want here. Actually, I'm just gonna get some more singular points of tactics, because that's really about all I can do with my skill advances at this point. I dislike the slowing quite a bit. I seem to remember I used to have better armor, but I think that was down to several of these items. Yeah, I don't really need a Ring of the Clear Mind anymore, actually. So I'm gonna replace that with the Blessed Ring of the High Kings. It's not a Ring of the High Kings, or Vikings. The High Kings. Yeah. Looks like I am not the most coherent or eloquent person at the moment. It's always a kind of day-to-day thing with me. Oh yeah, this could take a while. Like this. But for now there are no immediately fatal obstacles or anything. D50 is pretty much an endurance test, especially if the left part of the level is undiggable, as it appears to be in the newer versions of the game. So from now on, so to speak. But it's not really any worse than what you've seen in the Mana Temple, all things told. Most of the creatures in Mana Temples are going to be the same types of creatures that you're seeing here at the moment, with maybe the exception of the Chaos Mutants. But with Writhing Mass of Primal Chaos, the Raider Chaos Servants, you've seen all these guys before. Well, there's also going to be Ghost Lords at some point. Yeah, that was an apple rotting away. Not all that relevant. Chaos Mutants do have some damage they can do. Of course, the loot drops on D50 are fairly significant. You can find quite a bit of pretty decent items dropped just generally, which can help at some points. But this could take a really long time. Well, I'm also using a fairly low damage weapon, I have to say. And the Blessed status isn't doing over much. What I'm gonna do is switch back to Rolf's Companion, which should help a bit with in the damage department. And gives me some extra toughness to work with. And some better armor. Yeah, things are going more smoothly now. The only downside is that nothing's getting poisoned anymore. Oh well. I can kill Chaos Mutants in quite a few hits, and even though I'm at very defensive, I can actually switch up to regular defensive, I think, and get some more damage. Now, if my willpower was worth anything, I might even be able to clear large parts of the level if I were to go in that, well, in the open spaces with ball spells. But no such luck at the moment. Now, wand, potion water. I might as well pick up some more stuff while I'm at it. Nothing else is really that seems really all that relevant. The square that was open to the top side no longer is. I kind of want to get in that hallway and start shooting bolts up and down. Well, one thing I can do, just for kicks, is send magic missiles into the room. But they don't really do a whole lot of damage, all things considered. Kind of scatter shot. In the end, I don't really see a huge time saver in the horizon. I have to keep doing this for a while. Now let's see. There are easily enough Balors or Balors or whatever it is. I'd like to say Balrogs, but I might get sued by the Tolkien estate or something. Which I believe is the reason they aren't called Balrogs, because they basically are. At any rate, killing even, I guess, some of them is going to bring me easily to level 50. So that's definitely something I'm gonna be staying around for, even if I manage to save the world before that happens. I'm actually shooting the wrong direction because I want to clear the room upstairs first. The good news is that Chaos Mutants are highly vulnerable to this stuff, apparently. Well, not highly vulnerable in the sense that they're highly vulnerable to Frostbolt or anything. But in the sense that they can't really shrug it off very well. They don't have tons of HP, so this should help me clear out a fairly large number of them. And move on into that room upstairs. Using Frostbolt minimizes the item loss because only a select few items can be destroyed by frost. And we're at level 39. Looks like I only have to kill Baylors to get a bunch of XP from everything. That's another 5 points for my precious tactic skill, of course. What else would I get? And it looks like I'm kind of out of option. Oh, Potent Aura might be good. Just to have some extra power points to work with. Melon. Speak, friend, and enter. Melon. Oh, no. I didn't want... Oh, crap. Well, I wasted a prayer there. Praise be to Shala. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant, well, there you go. Divine favors anyway. Boost mana. Nice one. Let's go. Well, if I want if I wanted things dead no matter what, the way to go would be Fireball. Though even that doesn't seem to work all that well. And it eats lots of PP, man. Yeah. Still better off using bolt spells, I think. Great. Okay, looks like I emptied that room. So what are the items here? Nothing interesting. Here we've got a brittle book, which I believe is a Tomb of Confucius, which at the very least is a funny item, even if it's not really all that useful. Fancy clothes up here. Oh dear. I might have misremembered something there. Oh yeah. I think, yeah, I screwed up a bit. Because I don't actually think this room was necessary to clear. And it doesn't actually advance me at any point, at all. That makes me angry, and when I'm angry, I cast fireballs. And add some ice ball to the mix. Uselessly enough. Funnily enough, the most plentiful ball I have is lightning ball. Let's go with that. Fear my mighty balls. Spells. Ball spells. Ball is actually the abbreviation for ball spell. It's a shorthand, don't you know? Well, I guess the bottom room right here. Just to test here. Yep. These walls are still undiggable, so this is not a way to go. I don't actually get anywhere from the smaller rooms. But I cleared a fairly significant part of the level of creatures. Gotta count for something. By count for something I mean it counts for nothing. It was a humongous waste of time. Could have probably just somehow walk past these rooms. Though I guess I would have been boxed in by creatures on two sides, and now I'm only boxed in on one side. Which is something, I guess. Right. Okay. Once these writhing masses are cleared, and this chaos mutant as well, I can walk down in this direction. One interesting question to ask might be whether teleportation still works on this level. I'm gonna ask it in a second. Do I have better braces? I do not. No. Not in the least. Okay. Mighty Morningstar God. Ring of Teleport Control, yeah, that's important. Might be an important thing to actually have on. So I'm gonna go for that. Goodbye, King of the Ring of the High Kings. Hello, Mama. Yeah, no, this is the room with the big guys, isn't it? Dang, I don't know. I think it might be a smaller room that has had writhing mass of primal chaos by the truckloads. And from then forward, I want to I want to... I have a second scroll of monster detection. That's... I should have made more of a point of checking everything out the first time I read one of those. So let's make up for it by reading the second. And yes, indeed, there is a pathway that leads upwards, that leads up in this room, and these are the ones I want. I don't want to go into the central room that has all these creatures, because if everything goes right, they won't know what hit them when I've already won. You start to hate the sun. Well, that's convenient, considering there is no sun here. Oh. So that's what that does. And if I remember right, I still can't lit my torches, so I'm guessing... Unless I have unexpectedly an amulet of light in storage. Nothing paralyzed on this level, so I can go for the Ankh now. I am stuck. Oh, well, that might be useful. Just casting light over and over again. Oh well, I can correct that easily enough with that light spell. I might want to bless that crystal of knowledge. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, what the hell. Okay. My sense of orientation leaves something to be desired. I should know that this is where the passage actually is, instead of just doing whatever. Not the highest display of ADOM skills. The highest degree of ADOM skills on display. Certainly. But for now, still sufficient. Yeah, this shit again. That's gonna get old pretty fast. It's not something I really have to remove right away, though. so I'm not. Because I can just cast light for 3p power points to correct it every time it happens. Though saying that, it's probably going to happen at a really inopportune moment sometime down the road. And I better make sure, super extra double sure, I'm not doomed to anything. I don't see why I would be, but whatever. And no, looks like I'm just fine. Not sure if I thought I might be doomed. Makes no sense. You're gonna send a frost ball down here because these guys are just gonna regenerate if I try to kill them normally. Unless I switch to poison sword, which doesn't really lay on the damage the way I want it to. That is one super annoying corruption. Especially without a working torch. Right, okay, now in this room. This could become somewhat annoying to clear because of the presence of chaos wizards in it. There are 3. And I basically have to kill them all before this shit stops happening. And until then I have to keep blasting and fighting and generally being annoyed by these chaos creatures. For now, though, I think none of these are summoned. It's gonna happen later. It's good to know that I can pray to Shala for PowerPoint refills. I'm sure he doesn't mind being basically my equivalent of a gas station. And looks like I can kill a chaos wizard without a single summon. And you look very much like your Baylor. Okay. I'll deal with you in a moment. The question might of course be how, but Baylors might be immune to fire or immune to ice. And even be immune to lightning. I'm not even sure about that one, but what they're definitely not immune to is acid. Of course they have tons of HP and I don't have tons of power points. So I'm gonna fix that right away. Yeah, whatever. I see you're hurt. Acid, you're hurt. No, doesn't work. Why did the dinosaurs die out? Because of all the no, it doesn't work either. Oh. Let's forget that ever happened and just keep checking out these items, I guess. I'm hoping at the moment that the barrel we just fought is the one that is generated in that upper room. And not one of the big ones. Best thing to kill ghost lords for. Of course. Would technically be right, and there's more plate mail and thick gauntlets and longswords. Like there is here. Plate mail, metal boots, longsword. Chaos warriors have usually a near full set of Eternium armor and equipment. The most interesting bits are usually the determined tower shields and the plate mails, I guess. And of course, Eternium boots can be useful if you somehow haven't picked any of them up before. Yeah, the levels are just rolling in like things that roll. Like rock. Rock and roll. Nothing I say makes sense. So Chaos Warrior is actually somewhat hard to kill in melee. If you don't have the mad melee skills. Who knew? Now, this is one of the levers that controls the Chaos Gate. What I'm gonna do... First, I'm gonna pull it. Set one square off. Make sure that the wall up there is undiggable, which means... I can now do... this. Now there's two things that happened. First of all, the lever has been destroyed, which is good. And the way to the room downstairs has been opened, which is very, very bad. Because now we've attracted the attention of a bunch of chaos creatures. Fortunately, I think invisibility mostly solves the problem, although I guess not, because there's a Baylor here saying, "What's up?" And I'm saying, "Nothing. Please go away." Maybe I can help you do so with an acid ball. Acid ball. Acid ball. And so and such. Casting from PHP is still something I'd rather not have to do, though at this point I'm kind of running out of ideas. I'd love to have crystals of power, but I don't think... Oh, I do. I actually have several crystal powers, and one of them is even blessed. So I can basically move on from scrolls of power to crystal power. The rest of those I should still have some holy water left, so that can help me get some juice back. Belos are hard to kill, but it's also something that's fairly rewarding if it does happen. So I don't really mind doing it. We just max tactics, which, as you might have noticed, has over time given us quite a hefty boost to our DVE score. And if we were to switch to aggressive modes, it would do quite a bit for our damage too. So that's something. I don't know. What do I get now? Let's max climbing, just in case I feel like doing the rift once I get out. I don't think it's likely, but whatever. I'm tempted just to go for strong aura, but I'm not sure if I get those 6 power points right away. But maybe strong magic is a really, really minor bonus. Really, really minor bonus. Strong healer would be tempting if I had healing spells. Maybe I'm gonna take strong aura anyway, because it does unlock powerful aura, and at that point I have lots of PP just to talents. Should help. Right. Okay. Let's start with Blessed Scroll of Identify, because it's time. Huh. Leather Armor of Damnation. That's certainly a thing that I own. Eternity medium shields, actually, not adamantium shields, so that's not as good as I thought it might be. And I actually feel very much like dropping the 7 league boots for now and going with Eternium boots plus 8. Just because I really don't like taking damage. And the 7 league boots boost is not as great as I remember it being. I have several Wands of Wonder I could lose just to see what I get. I have 2 blessed potions of gain attributes. Did I never bless them? Did I bless them and then not drink or something? Because that seems like something I might pull. I do have a cure spell, actually. It's cure serious wounds, but right now the rare commodity is power. I have 4 crystals of power now. I can dip all of them in holy water. Yes, yes, very much. Okay. What else did I want to do? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, drink potion of education, I guess. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, very important, very important. That was the wrong order. That wasted a potential willpower stuff. Tons of it. I'm quite far away from an altar, so I might actually just dip these potions of water in holy water, thereby turning them into more holy water at the cost of a potion of holy water. Water. I'm gonna drink a blessed potion of carrot juice, just because I like having good eyesight. That's all the stuff I'm gonna do with potions. Another thing I should probably be doing is using these scroll. Well, I can read a scroll of defense, improve defense rating on my turning plate mail, which gives me yet more DV to work with. 4 scrolls of protection. If I try to use them on a turning plate mail, I won't get a lot out of it. And what I can do is take off the plate mail, read the scrolls of protection to improve my helm of mental stability, which is basically the helm I want to be using anyway. Then put on my plate mail again. Right. Anything else I want to be doing? I am spending a bit of time because that is going to help some of my PowerPoints to recover. Yeah, nothing much going. I could read a scroll of uncursing over my stuff, but doesn't seem like I really need to. Ah, whatever. Let's go for it. Scroll of uncursing, bless it, and let's go. Who needs unholy water anyway, right? Damn it. Okay. Okay, well, it looks like I'm not getting any more attention from these Baylors. So, let's keep, I guess, killing things and taking their stuff. Actually, I might actually be better off just doing this with aggressive mode, because the extra damage is pretty hefty. Something got damaged. Yep, my turning plate mail just got damaged to uselessness. To the point of uselessness, so once I have a moment's peace, I'm gonna switch that out for one of my spare turning plate mails, which I have wisely collected in anticipation of something like this happening, and not because I'm simply a compulsive pack rat that has to collect anything and everything it sees. I am definitely the former of these two individuals instead of the latter. I can show you that. Yeah. Nah. Right, let's take off the turning plate mail and put on some of this wonderful turning plate mail. Actually, it was a better suit anyway. I'll fight you in a minute. I'm not enjoying this very much here. Looks like the monsters have started to roam D50 in search of me. So I'm not even getting a whole lot of... Looks like increasing climbing is out of the question now. So, what I might... disarm traps. I can't even train bridge building because I don't have the bridge building manual. It's the most useless potion of education I've ever drunk. I want to go down here anyway. Let's go. This is the place I want to be. This Chaos Warrior guys can catch up anyway. Later. Lators. Well, now that you're here, have some burning hands. Followed up with firebolts, because it turns out firebolts cost less power points. Okay. If I could get critical hits more regularly, that would be help. But I don't have humanoid slaying. God doesn't have it either. God is, however, Demon Slayer, so if I ever were in the position of having to fight a Baylor, speak of the devil, get it? I would definitely use God. Or not definitely, because that idea has its own issues. But it looks very much like, at this point, I might have to drink one of these potions, or not drink a potion of anything, but use a crystal of power and start acid balling things again. Right. Okay. That worked. It seems that I have to use one crystal of power each for each Baylor I acid ball to death, so that's not good because I don't really have that many. But I want to forestall having to use HP casting, because that's gonna fuck up my mana scores big time if I ever have to do it. Though I guess I should probably remember that there's one more thing I can do after I've run out of crystals of power, which is so I want to say use prayers. Actually, I can pray to Shala and she's gonna recover my PP, my power points. That would be the last step, and I feel like this hasn't happened in a while actually, which is strange. Now was that yeah, I'm guessing I woke some of the ones on the central hall up. Yeah, I can't blindly melee Chaos Warriors, I guess. I do have to pay attention. But in combination with spells at least, they're fairly easy to dispose of. And we've got another level. Way! These always come in chunks, it's strange. I guess I don't know. Max Gemology, wahey. Not sure what it's good for, but there you go. Oh yes. Now if leveling actually came with an instant power point and health recharge like it does in, oh, I don't know, any other hack and slash in existence, though I guess, oh well, it doesn't in roguelikes, of course, because roguelikes are not that nice to you. I would actually care about these level ups, but as it is, they don't give me all that much. More health points, sure, but I'm not really dropping all that low in health points at this stage of the game, which makes it fairly redundant. Now, this room down here, Almost empty. Very good, very good. There's actually no one left. Which means that after I've pulled this lever and zapped this wand of destruction, we've successfully saved the world. Before the main host of Barrows was even got wind of it. Now everything else we do is bonus, and looks like the bonus will include having to find a way somehow to escape the level that's been blocked in by tons of Balors, which should be fun. How could that not be fun? So we'll still have to see if Cheryl actually makes it out alive after saving the world. Would be a hell of a kick in the teeth if she doesn't. Right now, everything looks fine. Bello is in pursuit, but gets distracted by these items. Just as planned. Well, no, I'm of course kidding, because I didn't really plan all that much. I want to see what happens. Oh yes, you're still there. Shame. Okay. Balor, nameless one. You wanted this fight? You're gonna get it. You and your friend up there as well. Oh shit. Okay, use Crystal of Power and keep casting Acid Ball, I guess. Now that I'm boxed in by two of these guys. Though, of course, that means that I can simply hit two of them at once with Acid Ball, which actually helps. Because it means I spend less power points per Balor to kill him. Charged? Oh, unless they fixed it, it's not going to help me a whole lot. Mighty Aura might. And another Balor dead. Hey, let's increase that haggling skill. And this one actually gave us 2 levels at once, which is somewhat weird. Because I distinctly remember killing some of them who didn't give me any levels. But there you go. I guess that's something that happens in prime time. My mana is actually going up for the moment, because I haven't started casting from HP yet. It's something I'm gonna have to do maybe. Now I am embracing the essence of chaos. Attached to chaos, corrupting your foes. I'm not sure that's entirely English, but there you go. I'm attached to, well, something. No. Okay, that's not something that's happening. Gonna drink these potions of potential toughness instead, which highly satiate. And run up here. That hallway we dug for ourselves. And I don't think I can go to D49 with monsters in pursuit. That's actually not something that works. So, what I'm gonna do, start the job with Acid Ball. Yeah. Finish it with, I'm not sure. Oh, great. My melee attacks now cause corruption, which heals Baelors. So I actually have to remove this corruption, or I can't kill Baelors in melee. Which, anyway, seems to be a pretty shit idea to begin with. I can probably outlast him if I add all the corruption removal that I own. Orc Scorcher can't see me anyway, so I'm gonna ignore him. Such kind of funny. You can't see me. Also, I'm busy. Buzz off. Yeah, I don't want to spend a turn actually killing them, because I have to kill the Baelor, who apparently actually needs critical hits to even do damage to me, thanks to my 65 points of physical value, or protection value, or I'm not even sure what an abbreviation exactly means. And it looks like I have to drink one of my Blessed Potions of Ultra. Well, I don't have to, I just want to. Also, Blessed Potions of Extra Healing only heal something like 333 hit points at a time. A third of 1,000, roundabout. And since I have 2/3 of 1,000, I can simply drink one once I'm at half health, and it won't be a waste at this stage. Potions of Ultra Healing are what I want to use if I actually need a full heal. Which hopefully should not happen, because with this Baelor dead, I don't have to do anything anymore. I'm done. On D50 at least. That should make possible my escape from this accursed place. Almost out of things I can increase. Durable magic, extended magic, +2 to all spell ranges. Now, if only that included ball spells, it would be the best talent in existence. But as it is, it probably isn't all that amazing. I don't know, strong healer. That's 49. Now I could stay around, kill a Baelor, and kill one more Baelor to reach level 50. But I'm thinking that I'll get to that anyway. And I don't really feel like staying here any more than longer than is necessary, so once I've looted these guys, oh well, not really looted. They don't have much of anything. I'm out of here. Okay. Yeah, I've crossbow equipped along with some arrows. That definitely is the way I want to go. Let's go. We're almost... Oh. Wait, no, what? Okay, what do I want to throw here? Well, I've got this pile of swords. Yeah, that is the thing I needed. And back to the bow with some useless arrows. I actually spent some of my better arrows for moving me up there. And with this, it's official. We have saved the world. Cheryl has saved the world, more to the point. And at this stage, there's really not much else to do, I'm guessing. Well, this might be simply the point where we stop for the moment. And in 2.5 years or something, I might pick the game up again and complete some post-game content. Well, one part of it is true. We're closing in on the hour running on an hour of running time, so let this be, for now, the end of an episode. But at the very least, we're gonna get Cheryl to leave the Draculor chain. And maybe I'll cover some locations that I haven't in Hocus Pocus run, but though I pretty much covered all of it then, and things shouldn't have changed all that much, but I might just take another look at stuff and such. At the very least, we should probably get that 50th level. That seems like a thing I should do. But for now, I say goodbye. Until the next time you see me play any kind of game, probably it's gonna be ADOM again. And praise be to Cheryl, the savior of the world.